So one time I was doing a presentation at a school and I had someone come up to me and say, how can you be teaching about healthy and fun choices when to me it doesn't look like you are as thin as you should be? I smiled. everybody, everybody is different. Everybody and everybody is different. Everyone is changing. We are not one way. And we are not meant to be one way. And that is exactly what healthy and fun choices is about. So I said, thank you for asking that question. I am not perfect. And I should not be perfect. I should not think that I have to be perfect. I should not think that I have to be one specific size for my life. I should not think that I have to be one way. That's what this program, that's what this concept is all about. Healthy and fun choices. Healthy is about you. It's about your mindset. It's about how you move through your life. It's about realizing that you're not perfect and you don't need to be perfect. It's about knowing that you can also look at the world in that way, that that one person over there is not any better than you are. That one person over there, their house, their way of living is not any better than who you are or how you're living. That one person over there that you read about in social media and the way that they talk is not any different than you are. You are you, they are them. You do not need to observe them or judge them or say that they are going to be better off or worse off. Let them be them. Let you be you. You focus on what you can do for yourself. And for me, at that time in my life, maybe I was going through a lot of emotional frustration. Maybe I had a lot of people around me that weren't really supporting me because I was trying something new and I was going out and talking about hard subjects. And I had so many people like that person saying, you can't do this. Well, why can't I? Why can't I go and talk to people about our thoughts, our words, our actions? What's wrong with that? So I like to ask questions just like this. I don't have an answer. Maybe you don't have an answer. But the reason that I bring fun into this whole concept is maybe we can play with it. That's what this is all about. What can we play with? Can we play with the color of foods we eat? Can we try different textures and different flavors? Yeah, we can. We can try it. We can try it because there's going to be different times in our life and who we are with and how we are talking to people that we're going to discover different things that we like at different times. It doesn't matter. That's life. And that's what I want to have. I want to have these conversations. I want our families to have more of these conversations. I want our kids to be able to understand that there's not one way of being healthy. Let that sink in. I want our kids to think differently about being healthy. I want our future generations to think different about being healthy. I want us to be able to bring in some relaxation techniques, different ways of moving, of doing things, that there's not one way to do a sit-up. There's not one way to do a push-up. There's not one way to have a conversation with someone else. There's not one way to have a conversation with yourself and make change that feels better, feels, I don't know, more connected, more alive, and that you're having more fun. So that's what this is how can you best live your life? How can you best be who you are meant to be? For me, I have noticed that if I'm able to relax, I'm able to do some yoga, I'm able to use time that was wasted at one time. Like say if I'm waiting in line at the grocery store, if I could do toe raises, I know I've mentioned this multiple times in different videos because it is so important, right? Because if the more strength I have in my feet, because that's where we're building our strength up from, the better my legs are as I'm walking on this planet. The better my legs are as I'm walking on this planet, the better I'm going to feel in a body. The better that my body is going to be for performing all the needs, all the stamina, all the strength, all the endurance that I need in whatever I'm doing. So It's just that. It's being able to take a deep breath, being able to know that we are all different. We're all here for different reasons, and that we all are part of this community and all can integrate in the concepts of being healthy and the conversations, and that we can integrate fun into these concepts so that we can do more with the time that we have here. So for me, I want to make sure that I am stable and I have the stamina and I have the conversations. I can laugh and enjoy my life to the fullest and do the things that I like to do, like skiing. I love to ski. Okay. So skiing is my favorite thing. I also love to coach and I love to teach and I love to help people be able to do things more. So you saw as I get up, I have a leg challenge, and I'm going to scoot this computer back a little bit, but I want to show you, this is my workout space. This is where we do yoga. This is where I teach fitness classes. This is where you can connect with me. We can have conversations about any challenges that you have. So I'm just scooting that back so you can see a little bit more. Sometimes our stance on earth is with our legs together. Sometimes our stance on earth is with our legs farther apart. And I want you just to know that you are fine however you are standing. But if you want to step your legs, your feet a little bit, have some play with it, and just get comfortable so that you can stand there in mountain pose. Mountain pose is a good one because you can bring your stomach in, you can straighten your back. We'll turn sideways. We want to stay pretty strong through here. This is our core. The more that we can be strong through our core throughout our day, the better off we're going to be, the stronger we're going to be. Again, building up from our feet and coming up into our body, the more strength that we're going to give our body. Okay? So even if you're sitting in the car and you're driving, instead of getting all slouched and hunched over as you're driving, try and bring those shoulders back and relax down. Try and bring your inner section in a little bit more and your back a little straighter so that, again, we're engaging our core. The more that we can engage our core, the more that we can relax throughout our day, and our stamina and our endurance is going to be better. We're going to be better drivers in that car. We're not going to be so exhausted and tired. And why is the traffic going so bad? And so that all that energy goes through us and through however we're performing in our car. And yes, it seems really little, but it can be contributed to all the cars on the road. And so the more that we can think in positive ways and positive thoughts, and we can think, oh, I'm going to open up, I'm going to relax, I'm going to breathe into sitting here, same with standing here. I know I'm talking about a car, but we're just standing here, but I want you to think about all the ways that we carry our body throughout our day is what's really important, right? So if we're able to stand and we're able to push our weight down into our ground, into our feet, and we're able to spread our toes out wide, we're able to bring our inner section of our body in as much as we can, and the back straight as much as we can, the stronger our midsection is going to be. Our shoulders are going to be backed and aligned. We're going to be able to stand here lighter on our feet. And we're going to know that our feet are rooted into this ground where so many people have walked, so many people have stand and stood, right? And supported us, and all that, all the roots, all the going back in our history, right? Is all giving us that ability to stand on this earth. It's not just us as a single person. There's a bigger community. There's bigger roots that are laid underneath us that are giving us the ability to stand on this earth and who we are. It's not just you, right? It's a whole community. And that's what this healthy concept is that there's not just one way, there's multiple ways. But there is a way for you that works best. So the more that we can integrate these concepts, how can I be most me? And how can I advocate for myself into the community? And how can I integrate these healthy and fun choices into my life and into people's lives around us? How are we going to do this better together? So in the beginning, I had a one-on-one conversation with you, and right now You're just standing here being present in time and appreciating the moment that we have together. And I invite you just to breathe, just to take a few minutes. Maybe you've forgotten to do this throughout your day. Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I invite you to do that anytime in your day, even when you're driving a car. Even inviting your kids to, hey, we probably have forgotten to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And soon your kids are going to know, before a test, before something hard, they'll be able to breathe in and breathe out. And they'll know that they were able to stand here and wait when they needed to wait, or move when they needed to move, or communicate with you when they needed to communicate with you. Because, right, being able to approach each other, being able to approach us in this time frame, being able to know that you are important, that there's not one way to being healthy, that we are changing over time. That, I think, is the most important concept, the most important topic, the most important way we can connect with others, is that we have time. We can relax. We can do this. We can get through, regardless of change, challenges, pain, frustrations. We're here. We can advocate for ourselves. And if you're having troubles, know that there's other people to help you out. There are counselors, there are therapists, there are personal coaches. There's people like me who have been in communications and marketing and fitness training and yoga, and we're all here for you. And so if you have any questions, certainly reach out, but know that there's not one way, there's many. And I'm listening.